A police major is suing the GUAM Retirement Fund over the way it paid out retirement benefits for certain law enforcement officers. The issue stems from a lump sum payment and how salaries should be calculated. If you are in law enforcement, you could be among those affected. Guam Police Department Major Fred Chargaloff has filed a writ of mandate against the Government of Guam Retirement Fund, seeking a declaratory judgment that would overturn a decision by the retirement fund on how it calculated Major Chargaloff's benefits. The case dates back to 2008, when a law was passed to give law enforcement officers a 40% raise spread out over 4 years.
So, of course, they paid the 2008 and 2009. The 2010 and 11, they did not.
For 2 years, for 2010 and 2011, which was the start of the Calvo administration, law enforcement personnel did not receive their 10% increments. But in 2013, Governor Calvo paid out those increments in lump sum payments to include any other bonus, increment, meritorious, or otherwise the officers were due. The first lump sum payment was made in December of 2013, the second in June of 2014. But according to Chargaloff, his W-2 for tax year 2013, the first year lump sum payments were made, was different from what was reflected in his retirement fund account by about $37,000. This is because the retirement fund based Chargaloff's annual salary on what he would have earned without the lump sum payment, which is $97,000.
And they said, well, the way they calculated my annuity was that amount that was paid in 2013, they said, well, you know, your GG1 for the 2 increments, 10 and 11, we took part of those monies and put it back there. So I said, okay, but I got paid this year. They said, well, you know, your GG1, I said, so if I didn't earn this extra monies, would it have affected my retirement years for 11 and 12? And, you know, they said, no. I said, so then why would I need to put monies back there if I already earned it for them? And I said, and more importantly, I said, you know, you're doing that, you're spreading it out, but I said, I got taxed that extra, and it's higher. I said, if revenue tax had done the same concept, I would have probably been in a lower tax bracket because that's a big, you know, amount of money.
The same thing happened in 2014, in which the difference between Chargaloff's actual earnings versus what the retirement fund recorded was about $27,000. And because the retirement fund for the defined benefits plan takes the average of the 3 highest earning years to calculate a retiree's annuity, Chargaloff said his retirement benefits have decreased significantly. With the backing of the Guam Federation of Teachers Union, Chargaloff took the matter up to the retirement fund management and board. But in their response, the retirement fund disagreed with Chargaloff's interpretation, arguing that the annual salary is based on performance rather than timing of payroll receipts, calling his interpretation, quote, narrow and incorrect, and, if adopted, would lead to absurd results, end quote.
Their justification was not satisfactory. They don't treat overtime payments the same way, and they're basing it on how DOA's HR happened to prepare a GG1, and it's not their fault. They were not given it when they were supposed to be. This is when you receive the money. So if the law simply says your highest 3 earned as a GovGuam employee years, then that should be included in the averaging.
You can read more online at PacificNewsCenter.com.